Welcome in to HHS TV's coverage of Harriton High School boys varsity basketball. I'm Evan Bookbinder along with Eli Feldman for tonight's crosstown rivalry night between the home Harriton Rams and the visiting Lower Merion Aces. Eli, what are your thoughts?
Well, in terms of the game plan for tonight for the Rams, I mean, as we can see just in the warm-ups, the Aces really have the size advantage in this one. I mean, just looking at the sheets here, their two tallest players, I'm pretty sure, are taller than our tallest player. So, and of course, the average of their team is taller than ours. So that'll definitely go into the rebounding of tonight. So what's most important for the Rams is on defense to make sure to box out in order to not give the LM Aces any second chance opportunities.
Another note to be had here, I don't know if we can get the shot right now, but standing under the basket for the Aces is a 6'8" sophomore. You heard me right, 6 feet 8 inches as a sophomore, who is committed to Texas A&M. A physical, I can't even think of a word to describe how large this man is. And his name is Demetrius Lilly. He is
Liley,
threat.
maybe?
Liley?
Lilly, I think so.
Demetrius Lilly, he is a serious threat for the Rams to watch for in this game. He's going to command the ball and command the center of the paint, so it's a matter of how the Rams defense can stack up to his attack with the ball.
The best way to describe him is a large human being.
Very accurate, Eli. Thank you. For the Rams on offense, their offense is going to have to thrive, live or die by the three, as they have done all year. Marcus Bradley-Lowry is an elite three-point shooter. He is a 6'2" senior. The Rams will also be dependent on sophomore, Josh Weick, as well as Weish, and Mike Tabasso getting the ball in their hands and converting. So we'll see how this game goes for both teams, as we are about a little under 3 minutes away from tip-off, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the administration, faculty, staff, and students, we would like to welcome you to Harriton High School. The Central League at Harriton High School is promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request that everyone present demonstrate support for participants and officials in a positive manner. Regarding derogatory comments or intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, team representatives, or anyone outside will not be tolerated and results in rules in the Harriton Athletic Facility. We ask that all fans please sit on the side of the stands affiliated to your team, and to remain in the stands and walk the court throughout the game at halftime. We also request that all food and drink be consumed inside the gymnasium. Now, if you all will please rise for the singing of the national anthem, performed by Ava Marcus. And now, let's meet our starters. First, from Lower Merion. A sophomore, number 2, Jalen Shippey. A senior, number 4, James Simpson. A senior, number 10, Lance Chestnut. A freshman, number 11, Sam Brown. A sophomore, number 35, Demetrius Louis. Assistant coaches for Lower Merion, Kevin Bruger, left backside and middle, and Doug Young. Joe Dempsey, Dale Reynolds, Mark Townley, and Todd Park, coach coach Doug Young. And now, for the Harriton Rams, a sophomore, number 1, Josh White. A senior, number 3, Mike Tabasso. A senior, number 5, Kyrie Ransom. A sophomore, number 20, Dan Katz. And a senior, number 11, Marcus Lowry. Assistant coaches for Harriton, Hardy Washington, and Ryan Ignatius. Head coach, Kyle Sample. Officials for tonight's game, Kyle O'Neill, Kyle Murphy, and John Schroeder.
Welcome back to HHS TV's coverage of Harriton High School boys varsity basketball. As the Rams and the Aces will do battle here once again in the Ferg Dome for what has to be the several hundredth time, considering that Harriton has been around since at least the 1950s. I can't give you an exact date. A lot of spirit in this crowd tonight. A lot of passionate fans from both sides of this small district, just on the west side of Philadelphia. As we get ready to go here,
oh boy,
Tabasso and Lilly will get the tap. And Harriton wins the tap as White kicks to Marcus Lowry. The Rams trying to move on offense as Ransom hoists a 3, and it hits. Good. An early 3 ball for the Rams.
Great way to start for the Rams.
You know, we'll see what their strategy is as a charge is taken by Mike Tabasso.
Great play there by Tabasso. I mean, he could sense that the LM player was coming into the lane and just stopped him dead in his tracks.
James Simples attempted to drive, and Mike met him and was not going to back down as the Rams prepare to face the press. Ransom with the ball, kicks to Weish. Weish to Lowry. Lowry drives, kicks to Katz. Katz holds, looks, passes as the Rams reset. Early on, Eli, defense looking like it's going to be the key to the game for the Rams.
I mean, just with one possession already, the Rams have looked pretty strong, and hoping that they can carry that onto their offense.
Lowry drives and kicks out to Ransom, who spins, draws the contact, but the shot won't fall. Senior number 5, Kyrie Ransom, a 6'3" senior, who will head to the line to shoot 2. The herd is out in full force tonight, as it is a whiteout. Ransom's first shot rolls off the rim and out.
And if you heard, a LM fan shouted traitor as he was taking the free throw.
Both shots are no good, although the
yes,
Rams
the
come up with the
rebound.
ball. Weish on the drive, kicks to Lowry for 3. No good. Rebound to Lilly. Kicks to Simples. Simples looks to make a move, drives to the basket, and is fouled by Ransom. Looks like those two will be a key matchup to keep an eye on in this game.
And again, since this is a district matchup, I mean, it's just clear that every single one of these players on the court have faced off against each other all throughout their lives, and it's really culminating tonight.
First shot is off the back of the iron and out. Home court advantage will play a big role to whichever fan base can acquire it, given that Lower Merion fans didn't have to travel very far to see this game, as the Aces are on the board with that free throw. Simples goes 1 of 2, so the Rams have to break the press again. Weish looks, kicks to Tabasso, who is open for 3. No good. Rebound to Simples. Simples to the wing, drives on Weish, crosses over, back to Chestnut for 3. 3 is good. The former Ram Lance Chestnut drops the 3 as Weish looks to get the ball over. Kicks to Tabasso. Tabasso back to Weish, and the Rams are able to break the press. To Lowry. Lowry drives, kicks to Katz. Good ball movement, although Weish nearly loses the ball. Now dribbles and kicks to Tabasso. Tabasso to Lowry. Lowry tries to drive, creates some space, kicks to the far corner for Tabasso. To Weish. Rams having trouble holding on to the ball, as Ransom looks, faces, kicks back out to Weish. Potential travel averted there. Ransom for 3. Good. Another
Ransom.
3 ball for Kyrie Ransom. If you can't beat him inside, you might as well beat him outside.
And the Rams look to be struggling on that possession, but it ended with a 3, so you know what? Great trip down for them. Ooh.
Shot is no good. Rebound corralled by the Rams.
I mean, it took 4 guys to corral him. That's just crazy.
Lowry to Weish. Lower Merion defense doing their best to contain this Rams offense. Katz sets the screen and then moves. Lowry kicks for 3. Good! Another 3 ball for the Rams. I'm sensing a little bit of a theme here early on, Eli.
And that theme would be more 3s, Evan.
Brown for 3. No good. Rebound to Weish. Weish deals with Chestnut. Kicks to Katz, who couldn't hold on to the ball.
Katz being a sophomore and this being one of his...
Timeout, Lower Merion.
With Katz being, this being one of his first games on varsity, he seems to be a bit shaken up, but hopefully he'll be able to find his groove.
With 4:41 remaining in the first, this is HHS TV's broadcast of Harriton High School varsity basketball. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to the energetic atmosphere that is the Ferg Dome as the Aces start out with the ball after the timeout. Number 2, Jalen Shippen, looking to do some work.
Shippen was on varsity last year for the Aces, so a bit more familiar with the offense for them.
Aces struggling to get to the middle of the lane. Kick to Brown. Brown pumps, drives in, kicks to Chestnut. Chestnut against Katz, does his job. Back to the top for Brown. Brown looking to make a move on Bradley-Lowry. Kicks to the side for Simples. Simples to Shippen for 3. No good. Rebound to Chestnut. Aces have another chance here. The drive by Simples and another charge. Another charge by Mike Tabasso.
Taken by Mike Tabasso. And I mean, that you can see the clear size mismatch, which shows that the LM Aces are going to be driving all night long. And you just know that who's ever playing center for us is going to have to take those charges.
Tabasso with some court ahead of him, kicks to Weish. Weish resets. Gives the ball to Lowry, who's very dependent with the ball in his hands. Doesn't turn the ball over very much, except for a rare offensive foul called for lowering the shoulder.
Tough call there. I can sense that this game will soon get pretty physical between these two teams.
A lot of bad blood between some of these players. As there are many storylines coming into this game, such as how Chestnut was a starter on the Rams team for a long time and then transferred as Lilly got away with some questionable contact and scored. So the Rams look to recover. Weish kicks to Ransom. Ransom back to Weish. Weish gets across half court. Kicks to Tabasso in the corner. Back to Weish with some open court ahead to Ransom to Lowry. Good ball movement by the Rams. Alex Torbeck, the senior forward, now into the game as the Rams look to use the pick. Tabasso for 3. No good. Rebound to Shippen as the Aces now look to move. Only down by 3 with 3 minutes left here in this first quarter.
We are up by 3.
Yes, Lower Merion only down by 3. Shippen surveys, kicks to Simples for 3. No good.
Good rebound there by Marcus Bradley-Lowry.
Torbeck assesses, kicks back out to Lowry. The dish goes to Weich, loses the ball. And they're going to call a loose ball foul on Josh Weich. The other main story here as far as the Rams team goes, freshman Reed Belcher, number 10, is now entering the game for Josh Weich, who I believe has picked up his 2nd foul. A fan favorite here is Belcher. A really outstanding talent for his size. He reminds me a lot of TJ McConnell, just in his grit and determination. As the ball finds Chestnut in the corner, on the drive, the kick to Littles is intercepted by Ransom, and the Rams now move with some numbers. Ransom to Torbeck for 3. He stepped out of bounds.
Tough there with a good look for Torbeck. Would have been a nice possession there for the Rams.
Shippen now looks to bring the ball across, and Lowry meets him at half court. Some tough defense by Lowry. Shippen isn't going anywhere. The kick to Simples. Kick to Chestnut for 3. No good. Rebound to Lowry. Up ahead to Kyrie Ransom, who kicks down to Tabasso. To Belcher. Belcher, the crowd favorite, looks for a screen and isn't going to get it. Kicks to Tabasso, then goes through. Tabasso on the drive. For 2, up is no good. Rebound to Littles.
A nice move there, though, by Tabasso.
Chestnut ahead with some speed. Drives and is blocked by number 24, Alex Torbeck.
A very nice defensive play there. He was moving with him and was able to get the block. Coach Sample seems to be yelling about something.
A 3 from Brown is up and no good. Lower Merion may need to assess their game plan here as Coach Greg Downer appears to be making some sort of an adjustment from the sideline. And the Rams will have to I can't understand what they're saying.
I believe it's daddy's money. Which,
that is not very nice.
yeah, I mean, getting a little too personal there.
Yes. As Belcher kicks to Lowry, who is... Rams still haven't advanced the ball past the logo, which is uncharacteristic for them. Belcher still has the ball. Surveys, kicks to Ransom. It's in the corner is Lowry for three. Down it goes! The three ball for Bradley-Lowry. And the Rams take a commanding 12-6 lead with under a minute left here in the first quarter. Chestnut on the wing, kicks to Littles. Looks to move the ball and does to Brown.
The size mismatch there.
Simples in the middle to Lilly, who swoops in for two. Nice little teardrop floater.
And just so hard to defend with such a massive man.
Belcher looks to make a move, gets the ball across the half-court threshold as Ransom is trapped. Timeout called by the Rams with 17.3 seconds remaining. This is a 30-second timeout, and we'll be right back after this quick break. We let the herd speak for itself as Eli Feldman and I, Evan Bookbinder, are back on the call here at the Ferg Dome with 17.3 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Rams to inbound is the two freshman matchup, Sam Brown and Reed Belcher. Kick to Tabasso in the corner, was open. Kicks to Reed Belcher. Back to Ransom.
Less than 10 seconds left.
The clock is ticking as Ransom loses the ball. And Lowry looks to drive, loses the ball. Chestnut could not get the shot off. And at the end of one, the Rams are outscoring the Aces by 4. We'll be right back here on HHS TV.
It will be Lower Merion ball to begin playing the second quarter.
Welcome back to our coverage here of Harriton Varsity Boys Basketball.
And
As for the first time today, Peter Gribben, the 6 foot 1 inch tall sophomore, checks into the game. The first substitution made by the Aces.
actually, I believe he did come in for the last possession
Oh,
of
did
the
he? I missed
first
that.
quarter.
So some adjustments made by both coaches, I'm sure. He kicked down to Littles, and that is going to be a foul called. Not sure on who, on Alex Torbeck, the senior forward.
Lilly shooting two here. Misses the first one. Gets the herd pumped up.
Second shot is up and good, cutting the deficit to a single score. Torbeck to inbound, doesn't kick yet. Now inbounds to Weish. Torbeck receives the ball again. Looks to move. Gives to Lowry. Foul on number 5, Phil Cook, the junior forward. His bio here doesn't do him justice. He is a mere 6 feet 1 inches tall, but for a forward, he has quite a large body. He has some serious muscle attack. The punch. As the kick in the corner for Torbeck is up and good. Another 3-ball for the excuse me, not for the Sixers, for the Rams. As Cook now spins against Torbeck with that impressive frame of his and swoops in for 2. Good timing, and thank you for backing up my reporting, Mr. Cook. As the Rams look to break the press, they've struggled to do so far in this game, as Cook now comes up with a steal, clearly an impact player.
It's going to be interesting to see if the Aces will be trying to press all game long, especially since they haven't made very many substitutions yet. So their players have to be getting somewhat tired.
The feed inside, and another charge! That is the 3rd charge of the night for Michael Tabasso.
And the 3rd foul on Lilly. I mean, if I'm the coach of LM, I have to be thinking at some point taking him out this quarter, just so that I can make sure to preserve him.
The herd has been somewhat harsh tonight. Sorry for that brief interruption. Torbeck now has the ball for the Rams on the wing. Kicks to Ransom at the top of the key. Ransom drives in, gets 2 men up in the air, settles, and hits the deuce.
Nice basket inside. Really had to be patient on that one, but it definitely paid off for the Rams.
As Marcus Lowry is due to check back in here in a minute. As Reed Belcher comes away with the ball. White on the drive, stops, and is blocked emphatically by number 4, James Simples. As Eli Rothman, the senior guard, also checks in for Lower Merion for Simples. That was very impressive.
That was quite impressive. But you know what? We get the ball back.
Ball to the corner for Lowry, who drives in. Something happened there where he lost the ball.
There looked to be some contact, but yet no call.
You're often not going to get that call in a game like this. Rothman keeps possession of the ball, and then it goes out of bounds off of the Aces.
You can really sense that every possession is going to be counting in this game.
If you look at just the numbers, it would appear that the Rams would be far outnumbered in this game. They just want it more. They're playing harder. They're getting the better opportunities, and they're capitalizing. White to the rim, can't finish.
A very, very nice move there made by White, and he had 35 slipping.
Screen on Torbeck, Brown for 3.
Sold it a little there. I mean, it looked like very little contact there, but.
Ransom kicks to White. Torbeck in the corner for 3. Good! Another 3-ball for the Rams. Timeout, Lower Merion. This is becoming a rout quickly, as Harriton has a 9-point lead just a few minutes into this second quarter. We'll be right back after this break here on HHS TV. Welcome back to HHS TV's coverage of this crosstown rivalry night between the hometown Harriton Rams and the other hometown Lower Merion Aces. The schools a mere 2.1 miles apart on the ground. Not much separates these schools. No shot, foul on the floor.
The Rams coming out with an aggressive defense. I mean, they seem to just follow the ball wherever it went. And you know what? That might be the answer to the LM Aces. We'll just have to wait and see.
The inbound goes to Phil Cook, who finishes and draws the foul. The interior game has deteriorated significantly since Mike Tabasso was subbed out. And he promptly returns. Dan Katz to take a break.
Phil Cook here with the chance for an and one.
I believe Phil Cook is also the name of a former Villanova player who won a national championship 2 years ago. Or now 4 years ago. The kick to Rothman for three. No good. Rebound to Weiss. Looks to move. Has numbers. Kicks to Lowry. Lowry on the drive. Good.
With number 4, James Simples in his face, MBL still gets it done.
Simples directing traffic as the Aces get the ball to Littles, and there's going to be a foul called on number 5, Kyrie Ransom. The Rams are doing a good job of keeping the sophomore Texas A&M commit. Yes, you heard that correctly. Sophomore Texas A&M commit to very small output in this game as he will now head to the line to shoot two. First one is up and good.
I mean, this size mismatch is, I mean, crazy. If you look at Lilly and then Reed right next to each other, it's quite absurd. And
shot is off and no good. Off the foot of the Aces, and it will be Rams basketball.
Although a little concerning that it was very easy for Phil Cook there to get that rebound.
Indeed. Well, we talked about it a lot during the girls' game, how important fundamentals are. The boxing out, controlling the paint, controlling the rebounds. And it appears that the Rams, except for that one player, are doing a very good job at doing that.
I mean,
Lowry sets a screen for Belcher, who kicks to Masterman. The kick to Tabasso on the drive is met at the rim, and a foul called late on the shot.
I mean, getting foul calls, driving in, hitting their threes. Really, the Rams have been firing on all cylinders tonight, and that's really what's gotten them this lead so far. And it just seems as if the LM Aces just don't have an answer so far. Oh, and there seems to be a medical timeout for number 4. There seems to be blood.
Indeed, Simples has got a bloody nose.
Bloody nose, bloody lip.
Something.
And I think the trainer is tending to Simples right
Oh,
now.
it's in his mouth.
Oh.
That's not good. Tabasso's first shot is up and good. We're 7 seconds away from being halfway through this quarter.
If you'll notice, the Rams didn't even send 2 men with Tabasso to try to get the board. They just knew that either he would make 2, or if he didn't, they just wouldn't get the rebound. It's good to know what you're about when playing in a basketball game.
Jalen Shippen drives to the corner, and they're going to call a foul on Marcus Bradley-Lowry.
Jalen Shippen, the former president of the Ballackinwood Middle School.
Is that true?
That indeed is true. I went on a 3-day leadership Pennsylvania Student Council trip with him. And at the end of it, we did have a little dance for all of the schools there. And I would like to point out, I am a much, much better dancer than the man about to take free throws right now.
But are you as good a free throw shooter? I would say so.
Judging how he just missed that free throw, I mean, I couldn't have done worse.
Fair. Weiss looks to make a move and does. To the wing, and now back up top to reset. Kick now to Belcher.
They have Masterman in the corner, but they don't seem to be going to him.
Not a lot of movement happening here as Weish once again gets the ball. Kick to Belcher. Had Masterman, but now kicks to Tabasso, who drives. Ransom with the pump fake. Back out to Weish. Weish on the drive. Nearly stolen by Brown. The kick to Masterman. Back to Weish. Rams being very patient on this possession. Now Ransom holds and looks to set. Rams have bled off almost an entire minute. Belcher back to Ransom. Ransom with a double crossover, then to Tabasso, then to Weish. Tabasso sets the screen for Weish. Back into Tabasso. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Mike Tabasso, which is a fair call. It's just a difficult call because that's always going to go one way, and that's for the defender.
That was a tough possession there, taking a lot of time off the clock, but yet not getting any points in return.
Kick inside to Lilly, can't finish. Rams ball.
And
timeout taken by the Rams.
And really, that seems to be a lot of LM's game plan so far. Oh. And there seems to be some confusion going on. Sample arguing with the referee, going back and forth. And it seems to be a question of how involved Coach Sample is getting. But you know what? We like a little spirit here at Harriton.
Belcher to the rim.
Oh.
Blocked by Lilly.
And just not a fair fight right there. 5'8" against 6'8".
Rebound over the back again for Lilly, who then plunges and can't finish. Rebound.
Travel. Oh, that is a tough call there.
The call is that he had possession and then traveled. I don't know if we can get a replay of what just happened here.
And just kicking it inside for Lilly.
The foul so hard that his shoe came off.
And it seems as if he's going to get two at the line there, although it did not look like he was shooting at all. In fact, it looked like he was trying to pass to his teammate, Lilly. And, you know, you can tell that by the fact that he passed it to him. It hit him in the face, and now Lilly seems to be injured and has to... no, it looks like he'll stay in the game, but
he's going to stay.
Looks disoriented.
I think he just got hit in the head. As this game is starting to get a little bit chippy, Harriton's coach, Kyle Sample, has already gotten a warning from the one official, and it got pretty heated, and then
Jalen
Shippen.
Missing all of his free throws taken so far.
Kick ahead to Belcher, who kicks to Dan Katz, who then shoots a three and connects. A three ball for Dan Katz as the Rams extend their lead to 13.
I mean, he was leading the charge, and then LM sort of forgot about him as soon as he picked up his dribble. That allowed him to get that three ball off and really allowed him to get such a great shot.
Eli Rothman for three was deflected.
It was blocked, yet nobody saw it.
Now Chestnut looks to make a move on Katz. Can't and reset. White comes over to help against Lilly. The kick out to Chestnut. Can't find anyone other than Shippen in the other corner, who now drives across. Hits to Rothman for three. Short. Rebound to Katz after a beautiful play by Reed Belcher. Josh White kicks to Kyrie Ransom for three. No good. In and out. Rebound to Lilly.
Less than a minute left here.
Rothman kicks to Chestnut. Chestnut drives. Can't connect. Rebound to Lilly, who goes up, is fouled, and connects.
See,
finally got one to go.
Those are the types of plays that are really going to hurt this Harriton team because, I mean, there is a clear mismatch down low with Lilly being 6'8" and having that huge frame. And you know what? Sometimes he is going to beat us just because of his size. But what we can't let happen is foul him when he's so close to the basket that he can just force his way through. That'll just allow them another opportunity to get more points. Although
shot is no good. Offensive rebound blocked by Weish. The drive by Peter Gribben is good, and he connects for 2. As the pass ahead to Torbeck for 3. No good. Rebound
That's
off the hands of Phil Cook. As the Rams will have an inbound from underneath. Number 22, Henry Bard, a sophomore forward, checks into the game for Lilly. Was seemingly frustrated after that last sequence.
Interesting to see whether the Rams hold for 1, and likely, based on their offense, they probably will.
Weish and Lowry playing catch at the logo. As pressure comes, Lowry kicks to Torbeck. Timeout taken by Coach Kyle Sample of the Rams. 15 seconds remaining in this here first quarter.
And the Herd just piling in.
30-second timeout. We're not going anywhere. So, Eli, what are your thoughts on the offense of this Harriton Rams team?
I mean, this Harriton Rams team, the one word to describe them would have to be patient. Now, we've seen Lower Merion a couple of times go straight to the basket, just trying to get the quick points in and out. This Harriton Rams team, I mean, they are really trying to find the open man, whether that means going straight for the bucket or more likely just trying to hold on to it for as long as they can to get the most open shot, the best shot, which will likely get them the most points, which, I mean, really has been working so far for this team, as we see since they're up by 9, with the ball still and about to head into the locker room for halftime.
Weish to inbound. Weish to inbound. Tries to get it to Lowry, and does. Those long arms of his. Kicks back to kickball here with 10.7 left.
It'll be interesting to see which shooter
Weish
Coach
kicks
Sample
to
goes with.
Lowry on the inbound. Lowry tries to get some space, is met with a double, gives to Tabasso for a long 3, no good. Rebound and no shot. That is the end of the first half with the score. The Harriton Rams 27, the Lower Merion Aces 18. We'll be back in just a few minutes here on HHS TV. Don't go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a couple of announcements. First, there's a lost soul key with a blue envelope transfer. Please come up to the storage table if you lost a silver soul key with a blue
Are we
envelope.
good?
Also,
I would say. Right now, I am joined by none other than the principal of Harriton High School, Mr. Weinstein, and he has been here for the whole game. He's seen it all. And Mr. Weinstein, what can you say about this boys' varsity basketball team?
It's actually been a really exciting first half. There's been a lot of energy. Both teams are coming out really excited. Obviously, it brings a lot of the community out, so it's a great environment. People are playing hard, and it's nice to be up 9 at halftime. Feels good.
Now, you've been the principal here at Harriton for a good number of years. Is this the first time that you have seen Harriton leading Lower Merion at the half?
I actually don't recall. I think my first year as principal, the game went down to the wire. Last year, not so much. But I don't remember having a 9-point lead at halftime, that's for sure. It feels good.
Now, we all know that as Harriton does, Lower Merion also has a principal. Now, let me ask, was there any smack talk between the two principals heading into this game?
Mr. Hughes and I talk daily. We're actually really close. And to tell you the truth, absolutely none. We didn't talk about it at all. But we're getting really excited for the sandwich war thing that we're going to try to raise a lot of money for. Harriton's rocking the pepperoni sandwich. We're about to unveil that and meet and put out our promotional video. A lot of smack talking about that one, though.
Always good to have some rivalry between the two teams. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Weinstein. It's been great, and hopefully these Rams can continue their dominance in the second half.
I'm looking forward to a great second half. Great energy. Be great to come out of here with a W, but both teams are really good, well coached, so we're excited for the second half. Thanks. Nice talking to you.
You too. Thank you so much.
You got it.
And we'll be back.
Audio check, check. Welcome to the makeshift booth. Yes, here's our little booth. Welcome to the booth. Here, Eli Feldman, Evan Bookbinder here with HHS TV for the halftime show. Between halves here, the Rams really came out and punched Lower Merion in the mouth. They're up by 9 right now. And Eli, what are your thoughts on the first half? Sorry for that distraction.
Well, really, from this first half, the Rams came out and they were aggressive. And I'm not just talking about hustling and, playing good defense. I'm talking about they looked like all this week, they were practicing hard so that for tonight, they could be hitting all their shots. They could be playing defense. Heck, we had 3 charges taken by one guy. If that doesn't say aggression, I don't know what does.
The Rams defense has been very sturdy here. They've only given up 18 points to what has been one of the highest offensively rated teams in the Central League so far this year. Lower Merion does still have plenty of time to correct their wrongs so far in this game, as they still have 2 8-minute quarters to do so. The key for LM so far has been getting the ball inside to the big man, Demetrius Lilly, who only has about 5 points to show for himself right now. So the Aces will probably rethink their strategy coming into this next half. Eli, do you have any closing notes before we break?
Well, if you're Coach Sample, right, and you're looking at ways to defend this huge 6'8" mountain of a man, really, you just have to keep playing Tabasso. When Tabasso was in the game and down low, I mean, it almost neutralized Lilly. He picked up 3 personal fouls for charges that Tabasso took, and he wasn't really able to come up with any points. And, I mean, as you can see, for most of the 2 quarters, Tabasso was playing down low, and which is why we had such a great defense. But when he wasn't, you know, there were some cracks in that defense. So we need to make sure that we are still staying fundamentally sound on D.
Indeed, and that'll do it for our halftime show here as the second half is 2 minutes away. We'll be back right after this quick break here on HHS TV.
LM-Harriton ball to begin play in the third quarter.
Welcome back to HHS TV's coverage of Harriton High School boys varsity basketball. Back for the second half here of this crosstown rivalry. I'm Evan Bookbinder along with Eli Feldman.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Evan, but it looks like number 4, James Simples, for the LM Aces, who started the game, who had to go out in the second quarter because of bleeding in his mouth, is back in the game, but just with tape on it.
Yeah, he may have gotten some stitches in between the periods there. Maybe we'll interview him at some point in this game. As the Rams inbound, Weish against Sam Brown, who is indeed the son of Sixers coach Brett Brown. Marcus Bradley-Lowry does some work on the wing, kicks to Tabasso in the corner. Moves the ball to Katz. Katz kicks to Ransom, pumps for 3, drives in. Looks to move the ball off of Lilly's face and back to him. That was not how it was designed, but they'll take it. Ransom with an unassisted 2.
Lilly's face has just been, pounded by the basketball tonight. And, it's just been helpful for the Rams all night.
Sam Brown in the corner for 3. Good. Lead now down to 8.
I believe that's the first 3 for Brown tonight.
I agree. That's not the first he's taken, but that is the first that he's connected on. Lowry used that offhand. They've been stout calling that all night tonight. Lowry can't quite get away with it that time.
And because of it, looks like Coach Sample is making him take a seat and yelling at him.
Pick now to Simples on the drive. Can't connect with the layup. He claims that there was some contact. Kyrie Ransom.
Very nice defense there by Josh
Kicks
Weiss.
to Josh Weiss. Thought about stepping back for three. Now kicks to the corner for Torbeck. To Katz. Whips it around back to Tabasso. Good ball movement by the Rams. Some communication. Tabasso gets the ball in the short corner. He drives to the center lane, kicks to Katz for three. No good. Rebound to Ransom. Tabasso drives, loses the ball, corralled by Lower Merion. Simples on the drive and swoops in for two. Lower Merion mounting a bit of a comeback here.
I mean, that was a tough transition there for the Rams.
The Rams are lucky there that the ref just called for a timeout, slowed the momentum a little bit, stopped the bleeding for the time being, as Weiss nearly turns the ball over, kicks to Torbeck for the open three, doesn't take it. Tabasso at the top, kicks to Kyrie Ransom, dribbles around the logo. Kyrie directing traffic, gets tripped up by number 5, Phil Cook. The Rams will inbound from the near sideline here. A few minutes have gone by here at the second half. Not much has changed for the Rams as far as production. They've been trying to do the same thing that they were so successful at in the first half, as Reed Belcher nearly loses the inbound pass. Reed makes a move, and they're going to call a foul on Sam Brown.
I believe that that's his first of the game, but I mean, he was just going after Reed, and he really shouldn't be surprised by that one. The refs have been calling that all night.
Alex Torbeck to inbound. Delivers to Mike Tabasso. Rams looking to set up some form of an offense here, as Reed had a step on the fellow rookie, Sam Brown. Katz has a free throw, essentially, and can't connect, as Simples now brings the ball up. Simples drives, looks to kick, and hits the deck hard. Tabasso kicks ahead to Ransom. Ransom to the dish, is blocked, ball still loose, and it is going to be a jump ball. And it will be whose possession?
I think LM's.
Yes, it is black ball. Student section tonight led by none other than Jack Odiorn, who's done his fine work this season to corral the Rams into a herd on the sideline.
You have to vote Odie as the name of the Ram. It can't be anything else.
No, and as Cook hits from three, this lead is now down to 3.
The Rams need a bucket here just to kickstart their offense.
The Rams haven't scored since halftime, which was almost 4 minutes ago. We are nearly halfway into this third quarter, as a sense of urgency appears to step in for the Aces as they cause yet another turnover. Simples drives to
and a nice block
35
there.
Lilly, who is blocked.
Let's see if that can create some momentum for these Rams.
Blake Beauvais into the game for the first time today. Tabasso turns, drives for 2, and he takes it and scores for 2. Mike swooped in and scored.
Even with the contact there, he was able to get through it and just have a nice layup. Great 2 points for Tabasso.
For a 3 ball now, up and no good from Lilly.
We will give him that all night long.
It looked good coming off his hand, just didn't go in.
I mean, it just seemed almost unnatural for him to be out there.
Beauvais kicks to the block where Ransom receives the pass. Did not step out of bounds. Pass is nearly intercepted. It is intercepted and a block by Beauvais, and it is then called a foul after what was an impressive defensive stunt by the Rams. number 5, Phil Cook, will head to the line.
Interesting here that the LM Aces aren't sending anyone else. I mean, they just are not looking for the possible rebound.
No. Apparently they're looking for a little bit of defensive help on the backside as mass substitution here. Lance Chestnut comes in for Lilly as number 3, Peter Gribben, returns to the game. Ransom inbounds to Weish. Josh Weish against Lance Chestnut makes a couple of moves and kicks out to Bradley-Lowry, who has Jalen Shippen all over him. Kicks to the top to Tabasso, over to Weish. Weish looks to create and then kicks to Belcher. Belcher back to Weish, but Weish loses the ball, picked up by Cook. Then kicks to Shippen. Shippen dribbles around, kicks to Simples. Simples on the drive, nearly lost his balance. Kicks to Chestnut, who drives in, stops, turns around, and scores for 2. Pretty move on the turnaround jump shot by Lance Chestnut, made about a 7-foot floater.
The lead cut down to just 1 for the Rams. They need a spark here.
Bradley-Lowry on the drive, stops and can't connect.
A lot
Rams
of
bench
contact
upset.
there.
They wanted a foul called there as Peter Gribben brings the ball over for the first time. Samples kicks, hands off to Jalen Shippen, gives back to Simples. Simples pauses, drives, rotates, gets contact and finishes, giving Lower Merion the lead. And oh, Eli, how the tide has turned.
I mean, up at 9 at halftime, and really the Rams offense just not showing the same sort of spark that they did in the first half. And we are starting to hear it from the LM crowd.
Booth's shot is up and no good, but another offensive rebound for the Aces. As Simples thought about a 3, now pauses and shoots, and his 3 is good. Timeout going to be taken by the Rams as a 15-point swing has just occurred in a matter of 7.5 minutes. We'll be back after this quick break here on HHS TV. Don't go anywhere.
Evan, this game is getting heated.
I think the burner is on high, my friend, and that the pot is sizzling as we are back here with 1 minute and 43 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Game brought to you tonight by HHS TV, led by Director Sam Catania, Technical Operator Noah Salmonson, and Adam Gilbert. As the Rams look to address the 15-point comeback put on by the Lower Merion Aces, as Josh Weish looks to start things up for the Rams. The kick to Lowry. Lowry drives, pauses, and is fouled.
Almost got the and one there.
Almost.
Hit the rim, then went out, but 2 at the line for Bradley.
first shot from Lowry is up and good. Rams have taken advantage of the opportunities they've been given tonight at the free throw. They've just struggled to get there. Lowry's second shot is up and good, a nearly 95% free throw shooter as Alex Torbeck subs in for Lowry. 95% is nearly impeccable. As Simples now kicks and hands off to Lance Chestnut, who looks to drive on Ransom, gives back to Simples. Simples loses the ball, picked up by Chestnut. Chestnut against Ransom. Chestnut takes on all comers, loses the ball, picks it up, passes out to
Jalen Shippen.
Three is no good, rebound to Torbeck.
Nice rebound there. Had 2 LM players in the vicinity, but still got the board.
Torbeck thought about a three, but did not pull the trigger as Mike Tabasso now looks to do some work on the side. Gets underneath, and the ball won't take a generous roll. Less than a minute here remaining. As the Aces hold the ball right around the logo here of the Rams. Now crossing and putting the ball on the deck is Simples, who kicks, receives the ball back, and swoops in for 2, is James Simples.
Looks as if the Harriton Rams team will be holding for 1 here.
Josh Weish kicks over to Reed Belcher. Reed looks, gives to Ransom. Ransom makes a move on Chestnut, loses the ball. Picked up by Jalen Shippen, who drives in, kicks to Phil Booth, whose shot is good. Phil Cook, And that will end the third quarter. The Rams now down by 6 going into the fourth quarter. What does Kyle Sample have up his sleeve? We'll see right after this break here on HHS TV.
Will be Harriton ball to begin play in the fourth quarter.
And welcome back to what has been a hard-fought game for both sides here at the Ferg Dome. There are 8 minutes left as the Rams, Marcus Lowry looks to inbound to Reed Belcher. Belcher makes a move, goes to the corner, hands off to Ransom. Ransom to Lowry. Lowry to Torbeck in the corner for 3. Good, with traffic on him. Torbeck sticks the 3 home. Rams cut into the lead. It is now 3. Screen coming. And the herd is very much alive. Brown for 3. That is a dagger. Timeout by Coach Greg Downer. Full timeout. Don't really know why. He must have seen something he didn't like. As the lead once again goes up to 6. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Welcome back here on HHS TV to your coverage of the Harriton Lower Merion basketball game. And as we can see, the herd and the Lower Merion crowd are exchanging chants back and forth. Some of them more devastating than others, but both sides very into it with a close game.
Rams have the ball here as Ransom rolls the ball up the court, taken by Weish. Josh Weish hands off to Ransom, who kicks across to Lowry. Lowry for deep three off the rebound and out, off the rim and out, excuse me. As James Simples brings the ball across. You question that shot selection, or are you okay with it?
Honestly, the Rams needed a spark on offense, and Marcus Bradley-Lowry has been an amazing three-point shooter all season. And while, you would have liked to see it at a little bit closer, not as far out, I still like the decision to have him take a three there.
Simples drives in, Euros, and swoops for two. Lower Merion capitalizing on the Rams doubling nearly at half court as Torbeck sizes up a three and decides not to pull the trigger. Lowry on the drive, kicks to the open. Weish in the corner, who didn't shoot, but Tabasso for a three is good off the back rim and in. Rams cut the lead to 5. Rams double again, and double yet again.
Making some
Kick
nice
over to Sam Brown, who kicks down to Cook. Cook inside to Lilly, couldn't finish. Kicks back out to Simples. Simples drives on Lowry, kick is intercepted.
some nice adjustments here.
Kicks over to Cook. Cook rotates down, back to Brown for three. Rims out, rebound to Tabasso. Call's gonna be on Phil Cook. I want to correct something I said earlier. Phil Booth is the player who was on the Villanova championship team, not Phil Cook.
I thought that it was wrong, but I didn't know the right answer.
After the foul, the Rams bring the ball over. Weish to Tabasso. Lowry on the logo. Makes a move. Drives in, kicks to Weish for three. No good. Rebound to Torbeck. Ransom sizes up a three, then drives in. And scores and exchanges some words with Simples, who I don't think is going to take lightly those comments. Simples on Ransom, one-on-one. This is the matchup.
You can already tell, Simples and Ransom, they've been at each other's throat before. And another charge! Another charge from Mike Tabasso. When will it end? And that is 4 on Lilly. Count them, 1, 2, 3, 4. All have been charges, all have been taken by Tabasso.
Freshman Reed Belcher prepares to check in as Lowry has the ball on the wing. Lowry drives, kicks out to Torbeck for three in the corner. No good, off the back rim. Rebound to Simples, who moves up with some speed. Simples pauses, kicks out to Brown. Brown backs out, waits for the screen, doesn't use it, kicks over to Jalen Shippen. Shippen kicks back to Brown.
They seem to be trying to get the ball to Lilly.
Lilly, shot is up and good.
It's hard to stop 6'8",
especially with single coverage.
When he's 3 feet from the basket.
Weish hovers at the logo, faces no pressure, and this clock keeps ticking. I don't know why the Rams aren't going. Given to Lowry, back to Weish. Marcus on the move, kicks to Torbeck, then to Lowry in the corner for three. Good!
And one right there.
Lead is now down to 2, and we'll see what happens here as this is neck and neck here in the Ferg Dome. Tensions are high.
That was absolute contact with Marcus Bradley-Lowry. No call there, but...
The kick over to Sam Brown. Brown makes a move on Lowry and gives to Lilly, who drives in, can't finish, rebound to Weish. Now the Rams can tie the game. Weish drives, kicks to Ransom. Ransom drives in, passes to Weish. Weish to Lowry. Lowry back to Weish. Rams are going to reset. 3.5 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. The drive by Ransom. He goes with the left, and it is good.
Great play there.
What a
by
move!
Kyrie. Great play there.
He and Simples are jarring back and forth. Brown with the return pass. Simples now against Lowry. Simples using that offhand, kicks to Cook for three in the corner, and it is no good. Airballed. That had the makings to be a dagger.
Tie game, less than 3 minutes left.
Ransom with the ball, kicks to Lowry. Lowry looks to shoot, brings the ball down, back to Tabasso, up to Weish. Weish facing pressure, gives to Torbeck, to Ransom in the corner. Ransom holds, surveys. Kicks to Torbeck. Pumps, Tabasso moves to Weish. Weish off the Tabasso screen. Gives to Lowry. Lowry looking to make a move. Tabasso. Lowry with some contact. Shot is up and no good off the front of the rim. Rebound to Lilly. And a timeout taken by Greg Downer with just over 2 minutes left.
The refs have been
outstanding.
Not very kind in terms of calling things. Oh, and the Odie, the herd leader, getting the crowd pumped up, and with close to 2 minutes left with a tie game, I mean, a loud stadium for your team can make all the difference.
Home court advantage seems to be going in the favor of the Rams at this point in time. 2 minutes and 11, you think that'll be enough to decide who wins this game?
I mean, that would be quite the story if, you know, there might have to be a little more time to decide the winner of this one.
We will see if it is enough. Overall, a great job of execution by both teams. Not a lot of turnovers, a lot of good, clean, hard-fought basketball. Nothing dirty.
Also, I would like to point out that coming into the fourth quarter, there were a lot of questions with Coach Sample and how he was going to direct his guys to respond. And they have responded accordingly. They've made some great adjustments. They've looked good on offense. They've stopped the LM offense a couple times when, you know, they might not have in the third quarter. And really the adjustments have been what's caused them to be able to get back into this game.
LM with the inbound as Jalen Shippen works against Josh Weish. Gives to Simples. Simples and a foul called. Foul called against the Harriton freshman Reed Belcher. Fouls shouldn't be a factor here with such little time left, but you never know. Brown for three. Good, and the contact. That is an unbelievable shot by a freshman. Ransom makes a move. Had a shot and didn't take it. But there appears to be some urgency for the Rams. Ransom looks, holds, gives. Weish on the drive was fouled. Minute and 40 remaining. The Rams now down by 3.
And it looks as if the LM team is at their foul limit, so the next time they foul, it should be free throws for the Rams.
Lowry gets the inbound. Kick inside to Tabasso. Tabasso gives to Lowry a deep three. Good!
It is good! It is good, folks! No, it is great, folks.
That is NBA range right there from a senior in high school. He has just tied this game. Littles looks to answer. He and Ransom have been jawing all night.
This is the battle to watch out for.
Drive. Charge!
And another charge! That is 5 charges taken by Tabasso.
Unbelievable, absolutely dominating defensive play there to keep the feet
I mean,
still and take the contact.
I mean, he knows that he can't stop a whole LM offense by
Lowry to
himself,
Tabasso.
but he knows that he can affect their offense while he's on defense.
Weiche to Tabasso. 1 minute remaining. The kick to Torbeck on the wing. To Weiche. Back to Tabasso, who drives, looks, gets it to Lowry. 45 seconds remaining. Timeout taken by the Rams.
Good call there to take the timeout.
We're going to take one more break here, but we'll be back for what may be the end of this game here on HHS TV. You don't want to go anywhere.
Careful, Evan. We're coming in for a landing. Uh,
45 seconds.
Just 45 seconds with a tie game. Evan, if you're Coach Sample here, are you telling your guys to hold for one?
No. Lower Merion has 7 team fouls. I attack the basket. I put Mike down low. I try to get some sort of foul called here.
Do you do it automatically or do you wait?
I wait about 10 seconds. Torbeck to inbound. They try to get the ball to Lowry. And now get the ball to Ransom. Nice pass from Torbeck. Lance reaches, but the Rams are able to cross the half-court threshold. Lowry being face guarded at half court just shows you how dominant of a shooter he can be. The kick to Tabasso, 30 seconds left. Tabasso looks. He's got one-on-one with no help. Tabasso makes a move, gives to Weiche, 20 seconds. Weiche makes a move on Brown. Weiche goes to the basket, kicks to Tabasso, to Ransom to Lowry, 10 seconds. The Rams will hold for one. Lowry makes a move.
Oh boy.
Lowry nearly loses the ball. Oh my God!
Wait!
That's it. That's the game. Marcus Lowry ends it.
We are rushing the court. Oh my God! We have just beaten LM. We have done it, folks. We have done it. We have broken the curse. Both the boys and girls varsity basketball teams have beaten LM. One for the ages. This is, first football, now basketball. This is a storybook ending. Marcus Bradley-Lowry, coming up first with a deep three, then a layup to close out the game, a clutch layup, sending LM fans home unhappy.
Unreal.
And sending the Harriton team happy for what seems like the first time in forever. Great play all around, one for the ages. This was just an incredible outburst all around. For some of the Harriton seniors here, this is the first time that they have seen the boys basketball team win a game at all. Win the game against LM at all. And really, they were able to get it done tonight. With seconds left, Marcus Bradley-Lowry coming up clutch. It was surreal. It was an incredible shot. It was, there are no words to describe both of these Harriton basketball teams. First with the dominant win with the girls varsity basketball team, and then the boys varsity basketball team still getting it done, but not exactly in dominating fashion, would you say, Evan?
No, the boys team didn't need to win in a dominating fashion, though, because you know what? A win is a win. The team played a through game. They didn't give up after giving up 16 straight points to Lower Merion to start the third quarter. And they fought back. You got to give them a lot of credit. Credit to Coach Sample and his staff. They called a great second half. And the Rams come away with a W.
Give Sample an extension right now. I mean, this team, let's get real here for a second. This LM team was considered one of the best teams that they have had in recent history, with, I mean, commits to Texas A&M and, I mean, others that really learned the system, and they looked, I mean, coming into this game, they looked like one of the top teams in the state.
Yes.
But, I mean, the Harriton,
and they are.
Right, and they are. Yet the these fighting Harriton Rams were able to go into this game, not listen to a single doubter, not listen to what the standings had to say about it, but just come out and play their game. And you know what? The game got a little rocky third, fourth quarter, but I mean, really just a truly astonishing win by these Rams, showing that they don't give up. And really, I have no words. No words.
It's truly an unbelievable feat what we just watched here as we welcome you back into the broadcast booth momentarily. We are in the broadcast booth. Hello.
This was a great win all around.
This year so far for the Rams, they beat Lower Merion in football. The girls varsity team beat Lower Merion in basketball today by a large margin.
20 points.
And the boys today just won for the first time since
LM
since I've been here.
I can't remember. Again, we have to get Mr. Berzio in here with our statistician.
Yes. It's been a long time. It's been at least 5 years.
We'll leave it at that. It has been a very long time. And really, Harriton just hasn't felt that sense of winning. We are right now joined by Jack Odiorn. Jack, the leader of the herd. What do you have to say to these Harriton folks?
So since day one, since I came in here freshman year, I said, when I become herd leader, I want to change the culture. And that's all we've done. We've changed the culture here. We get crowds out. We get wins. We're no longer the little sister. They're our little sister.
They're our little sister, the quote.
Strong words from a strong herd leader. Are you doing it?
Come up here. We're now joined by Coach Kyle Sample, the head of the Harriton boys varsity basketball team. Coach, how'd your team perform today?
Man, my team played tough. They played great. They played physical. 2 games ago, we lost a tough game to Stoker. 1 game ago, by 1. We missed a layup, and everybody was kind of down at us. I felt when we lost that game that game would teach us enough to win this game. And I'm so happy for these kids. You know what I mean? They're so tough. They fought hard. They stayed together. No one believed we would win this game, but I knew we could. I knew we were going to be a good team all year. I believe it. So it's a good win for our program, man. The first one I've got here, and I'm pretty sure it's been the first time we beat LM in a couple years.
It's been at least since I've been here.
Right, for sure.
Going into the third quarter, there was a 15-point swing at that point. What was the message?
The message? Honestly, it's so hard to keep a good team down for too long. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So we knew when we went into halftime and we didn't go in with 13 points and we only went in with 9, that they would make a run. You know what I mean? That's a small deficit to cut. So our message was, listen, they're going to throw a punch. Stay together. You know what I mean? What are we going to do? Who are we when things don't go our way? That's been our motto for the last 3 years, but more importantly this year because things haven't been going our way. So it was just sit back. We know our game plan. Let's execute it, and let's do what we got to do to win the game.
And, Coach, going into that final timeout with about 45 seconds left, was the plan to give Marcus Bradley-Lowry the final shot?
Absolutely. My thing was this. 35, who is very, very, very good, right? But not the most athletic kid and not the most in shape. So our biggest thing was we wanted to pick on 35. We knew we would get a ball screen situation with Marcus. We knew Kyrie had been playing great. We knew Torb had been hitting shots. So our goal was to get Marcus coming off a ball screen set by Kyrie, where Kyrie will pop and Torb would be spotted. So we either wanted Mark driving the ball because we only needed one to win, or we wanted to throw back to Kyrie or make an extra to Torb. And Mike Tabasco was always a great fourth option because he's one of your leading scorers outside of Marcus. He's our number 2 scorer. So we thought we had a good plan.
Speaking of Mike, this is the last question, Coach.
Right.
Mike had 5, count them, 5 charges in this
Charges.
game.
You want to know something crazy?
Yeah.
Before you ask your question, we pick a number of charges that we want to take every game. And we like, if we don't take this amount, we're going to lose. And for the last 4 losses we've had one under where we're supposed to be at. Our number for today was 5. Mike leads our team in charges taken this year, and he gets at least 3 or 4. I love you, Mom. We get at least 3 or 4, every game for him. So that was big.
Truly an outstanding performance, both on offense and defense.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for sitting down with us, Coach. And a
Anytime,
great
man.
team
Listen,
win.
you guys are great. I know how hard you guys work. I see you in school every day. I know you guys were short-handed today because of the weather. I just want to tell you guys thank you. I appreciate you guys. You guys are great. It's great to have you at the games, man. I hope we can have you for more. You're a senior?
Yes, sir.
You're a senior?
I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore. So have you seen us beat LM since you've been here?
Nope.
Congrats.
Thank you.
You too. All right?
Thank you.
Good job. Thank you, guys. Love you guys. You want these guys too?
That would be
Of course.
great. Yeah.
Rock stars, come on up here, guys.
Oh, all 3? All
You
right.
can do it down here.
All right. We are joined here by a lot of the Harriton starting varsity boys basketball team. And before I get into the questioning, I just want to ask you guys, how does this feel right now?
We deserve this.
Fantastic.
We deserve this. We work so hard for this. We work hard every day. We go to practice every day. We play 100% every day. We deserve
I
this.
sacrificed my body.
And of course, the sort of tradition going into this was that LM sort of had the advantage going into this. So would you say that people were writing you off before this game?
Of course.
Absolutely.
They came for.
But it doesn't matter what people think because we knew we had this.
They came for LM, but we taught them something different today. We brought something different tonight.
It's the Ram.
Different engine.
Do you guys believe that this will be the start of a new tradition of Harriton beating the Lower Merion basketball team?
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
All right, and we have Evan Bookbinder asking a question.
Hey guys, congrats on the win. A couple minutes into the third quarter, you guys were down quite a bit. There was a 15-point swing. What was the message after that deficit?
We had to get stops, bring the energy.
Keep
down
playing-
on defense.
keep
We
playing
stopped
hard.
bringing the energy in the third quarter there. We stopped believing. We just had to believe, bring energy. We were right there.
They punched us first. We got to punch them back. We got to come back from anything.
Congrats on the win, guys. Go celebrate. We have some fans here, very excited after this game. I'm here with seniors Chip Hockheimer and Owen Luby. Guys, what do you have to say about the game?
Big win. LM soft.
It was a big game.
Big game, got the win. What do you think this does for the relationship between our schools going forward?
It makes it competitive. We got 2 wins against LM this year. Change the culture.
What do you guys have to say about senior Jack Odiorn, who was the herd leader tonight?
I love Jack Odiorn. He's a great man. He did a great job. Shout out Torbs. He was splashing them threes.
Torb's a bucket. Meech is a baby. Meech is whack.
Cradle Meech. Cradle Meech.
Strong words. Now, if you guys have a message for all of Harriton that might be seeing this, what is your message to the rest of the Rams family?
LM's our little sister now.
LM is our little sister. We beat them in football, basketball. We clapping them in baseball too, baby. LM sucks.
Well said. LM does suck. Thank you for joining us both. I think so. And that is really, I think, all the time that we have left. Our producer is giving us the sign. So Right now,
Sorry. Right now, we're going to go back to Sam Catania, who is standing by in our makeshift broadcast booth. Sam, take it away.
All right, thank you guys so much. An outstanding game against LM. Our broadcast of these types of games would not be possible without the support from viewers like you. If you liked what you saw tonight, make sure to subscribe to our email list by going to harritontv.com and clicking the subscribe button right up there. You can subscribe to our socials and YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere you get your news from us. We are covering not just sports, but other breaking news in the area to keep you informed. So I'd like to thank all of you for watching our broadcast tonight. Great win against LM, and we will see you guys in the next Harriton TV broadcast. That's all from me. Have a great night, everyone.